Hello, welcome to Rimworld, the game where you can consensually harvest, enhance your prison interned residents to improve their lives. Today we're going to test out a mod that really gets to the full potential of humanity. So combining Rimfactory and a mod known only as Plant Human, we will endeavor to establish a factory and automate the boring stuff. Here is my world seed. We'll start here. We've landed on the planet, and we have all of our factory resources and materials. It's quite a good map we've landed on. Now, before we allow all of their tools and we set them off to work, I'm going to handle some planning. Now, since all of this is hollowed in and we have this one choke point, I'm going to demolish the mountains over here, and maybe here, and we're going to create 2 guard posts, one here, and then a central causeway here, and then our main facility will be inside of here, so that all of the fighting takes place up in this part of the world, and all of the production takes place down here. It's a bit close to the map edge, but I like the look of it. I've given them a few tasks, so let's let them get started. First off, we'll install the power so that we can begin work on the factory. With the battery down and the stove fueled, now we can start building power lines. Then we can repurpose this marble building for a power room. Neville is our best constructor. He's also good with plants. After we finish that off, the drones can now get to planting. They'll do the work here. We don't have to worry about planting at all. Now, that's going to be enough food to start. We'll be using the drones for something else later, but this is what we need to get us going. So 4 patches of rice on the left side, and we're just going to tell them to work until they finish these first tasks for the day. I can't have them go to sleep like this. Okay, we roof in the battery, and then we finish off the beds. Now we are allowed to sleep. In the rain. Now the drones are on a timed schedule, so they'll work only in the middle of the day. They actually sleep at night, but I suppose that they're recharging or something. I still have a few more supplies to take care of, so I'm just going to put these in the places where they belong and then catch back up. Now we'll use this extremely fertile soil for the main export of our factory. And I'm just going to run a few of these subsurface conduits down there. It's a lot of steel, but it's worth it in the end. And here we're going to plant wildling cocoon. I'm sure you can guess what this is. I'll just save it as a mystery. Now, we've had some time, but we finally got meal work automated, and this machine can do anything. Now, we won't be living in this storage room forever, no. The best is yet to come. Of course, by that I mean these wildling cocoons. Now only 8.7% grown, but they should grow fast on this fertile soil. And now we're automatically cooking meals. All we have to do is hunt the animals and bring the food to the meat grinder. This is going to be the heart, the center of our operation. Most of the labor is done automatically. We don't really need to worry about crafting, we just haul and do our human jobs. The organization, of course. Now, phase 1 is done, solar power is up and running, we have this whole place going. First priority done. Next priority is defense, obviously. Now we've got limestone and granite, which are quite hard. We could use those for our outer walls. So before we do anything else, we're going to be attacked probably in a couple of days. So let's build some granite embrasures on the inside. All we need is this main part right here. We'll go every other one. We've alternated embrasure and wall for about 8 tiles. We could just build out the rest in granite. It's nice. We'll scale back to this kind of watchtower. We won't build that yet. We'll save that for the end. We can quickly light up this main room with wall lights, run wires underneath, and okay, we're lit up. Now the first priority was food and just beds. No one's snapping, everyone's happy. More or less. Now we're being raided. We weren't really ready, but it's only a guy with a club. I think we can just overwhelm him. It seems kind of you know what, let's let him just see what the good life is like. Maybe he'll survive and he could be one of our, employees. But look, I feel bad for him. Let's just send out Butch. He's a melee fighter as well. Take some security here, but I'd rather not shoot the man. Alright, merely bruised, but this man is now in mind-shattering pain. We'll take, you know, we may not have, hotel yet for him to stay at, but I'm going to start building one for him. Yes, a hotel. A hotel. A completely normal hotel. People will leave the hotel? Actually, no one will leave the hotel, but if they did, they would say, that was a hotel. A normal hotel. I was not scared when I was in that hotel. And I was completely aware of the Geneva Convention. So here we go, in with the first one. And, okay, well, they aren't cannibals, but, they are psychopaths. I didn't want to... Having everyone as a cannibal in every playthrough was getting to be a bit much. You know, I figure we'll just do something else. We'll just do something else with this. It seems a little too overpowered. Now we can also auto-harvest rice, so we don't really have to do any of the work here. Most of it's just done for us. Okay, we've made this place more industrial than before. You know, that's gonna be a lot of people to take care of when that hatches. We'll need more rice. That's marvelous. Now we can get onto the main point of this. And the point of this is a farm that cultivates the human soul. Now we'll just build these holding set guest rooms and this walkway to lead the, new friends. That's great. It's so efficient. I like that. And, oh, we've already befriended some of them. Now we need to tame them. We have someone in our party who's very good with animals. The wild men may attack if we fail to tame them, though. We have quite a lot of them. I accidentally didn't, oh god, they're using the door. They know how to use the door? Okay, they're just running wild right now, but we're going to need to tame them. All of these people. My god, I can't even keep track of them. Okay, they are under wildlife, but they're all listed as different species, and they all apparently have different professions, but they just were born out of a plant. We need to find some way of keeping them in there. The drone just keeps harvesting more people. Okay, say goodbye to the berry bushes. There goes Aloysius. Good, he's already got one of them. Let's see, are you any good? If you're any good. Oh, this guy's pretty good. We might be able to use him to recruit more of them, but recruiting wasn't really what I had in mind. This will never do. Okay, on to plan B. Now this is what I had in mind. We might actually have too many people, though. There go all of the berry bushes. They're also going after all of the local wildlife. There's 4 of them eating a dead fox at once, and they're just waiting for the rice to ripen. Okay, just shoot the bastards. We're being raided, too. We got some human revenge coming on. Alright, this is just a minor problem. We're going to send Chris after them because he's completely expendable. And draft the rest of our colonists. We do have an actual raid now. Okay, let's fight them from behind the Embrasures. A minor setback is all. And we've handled the raid. The raid is the least of my worries. This is a concern. Okay, we've got the situation under control. It's fine. Chris, actually, Chris, you're banished. I can't use you. Sorry. Well, on the one hand, we're now injured, but on the other hand, now the wild people will have food, and then we can redevelop them. This is quickly becoming a major liability. I have a bunch of wild people in my base harvesting my rice and eating it. Okay, we have a combat supplier here. We'll call the first human harvest a bust. I have another idea. Okay, we can just draw upon this combat supplier. I didn't do any of that. I've never seen a fight quite like this in Rimworld playing out. I feel like I've been missing out, though, if I haven't done it this way. Thank you, combat supplier. We get a redo. Take 2. Most of them are dead now, and I feel safe again. They're finishing each other off now. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, if I ever saw it. It's kind of like survival of the fittest. You know, I guess whoever survives this entire debacle will have a really high melee combat skill of all of these wild people. Maybe we'll select them that way. Okay, now we've got another batch of them, and we have some beds. Oh, okay, this is more like it. Now this can be my Oregon hotel. Oh, okay, those 2 look like good candidates. Maybe we could use their, mutual dislike for each other to our advantage. Good, keep eating the rice, just stay calm. Oh god. It's beginning... Man, they're really competing over this rice now. At least it gave them something to distract them while we're taking them, for lack of a better term. Now we could get this granite. We've needed granite since the beginning. That's good. Okay, now this is great. They've moved out of our base. A shuttle has crashed from space, and they're just dealing with that. We need to build a wall before they come back. I never imagined that they could be this much of a handful right away. The map is just littered with wild people. Okay, we've managed to get rid of them all for now. Hang on, I'm gonna go in and install the door locks mod. Okay, everything's back under control. Well, that was interesting in a science fair sort of way. What I really wanted to do was this. Let's get like 3. 3 or 4, maybe not 20 of them. Look at how organized it is. Our prison interns appear to be all set up now. Ichabod and Eric look like great candidates for consensual body enhancement. Siliconium export company, people have trusted them for years. I mean, not years, minutes. Since Ed Ward is so socially, astute, we will call upon his services. Unfortunately, he is unhealthy. Let's start with something simple. I've installed a lot of mods now that I think about it. This golden eye is a steal. We'll get all this free gold, replaces missing eyes, so incredibly beautiful that it's a shame you can't see yourself in the mirror. And like Midas, we buy. Some people would consider these things beautiful. Now let's begin with a small test. Here we are, 5 golden eyes just lying on the ground for us. And look, it's an upgrade. Room enhancement. Much better. Now we just need to replace the floors, and that's good. Heal fast, because we have a lot of work to do. After a riveting game of horseshoes, we will call upon the skills of Dimitri. Now, I once thought this a viable strategy. There are many good ways to make money. This is a fairly good one. We'll just use some of this really sketchy herbal medicine, and after some intense sleeping. Wow. Impressive surgery. Yep. He got both of the... Wow. This guy is like an organ ninja. Organ ninja. See, she won't even have a chance to be upset because, she won't be here with us. Now, let's see how we do with this, focus. Ah, got it. Okay, here comes number 2. This is a pretty beautiful image. Maybe I'll make that the thumbnail. This goes beyond the human centipede. They haven't created that mod yet. Okay, Dimitri, how does he spend the time after all of that surgery? He's just kind of gone off on his own. He's staring at a sarcophagus. He's meditating. Preparing for the next one. There's a lot more of that where that came from. But I suppose of equal concern here is... I mean, this is a viable strategy, and we've got a trading station right here. A lot of people use this to make money in the game. What is it worth? Here we've got an exotic goods trader. Sidekick Partners, another trusted name brand, and they deal in exotic goods. Now, Edward is in pretty poor health, but he's a fairly good negotiator too. He's at plus 28%. Let's just go find out. With him, I mean, this is the maximum that we could get. There are other mods that we could use, but in the base game, it's 693, 1039, and 1386. So one person is worth, you know, an economist would say that this seems fairly cheap. $3,000. I was hoping we'd do better, but okay, very well, 3,000 it is. That's almost enough to afford cataphract armor or something. Now, their main problem is that their bedrooms are pretty bad, so we'll reinvest this $3,000 into... Well, first we'll buy them a pet, we'll get a warg, you know. Megascreen television will probably make this room more pleasant, and we'll get some sculptures, too, to make them forget about all of this. We're going to just reinvest all of that money into sculptures. Turns out we had no use for these, okay. And we don't really need this either, so we'll splurge. But think about how far this could go. That was only one person. With this mod, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Each one of these patches holds 120 people, and 120 times 3,000 is $360,000. Wowzers, that's a lot of bread. I shouldn't say bread, I should say sculptures. That's a lot of sculptures that you could afford to put into your household. But think of how happy you'll be when you are staring at urns, and what else do we have here? We have this, statue called Desirous Criminal. Number 30, this doesn't make any sense. I guess the major question is, will you be able to live with yourself while you're watching all of this mega screen television? It's kind of a microcosm for life. We have our new pet warg who sometimes brushes against us and makes us feel good. Our lambs enjoy it. A modest proposal, yes, in the words of Jonathan Swift. But look at them all out there. They need something to do, and we need them. And we need them. Now, this room was garbage before. How does it look now? It's still dull because we've put crap all over the floor. But look now, we can repurpose things. We can have these tactical cornea implants, auxiliary AI, advanced bionic ear. Who was missing? Someone was missing an ear before, I'm certain of it. I'd need to go get my credit card. Pairing an exotic goods and a prostheses trader might be the strongest combo in the game. Bionic ear, bionic jaw, bionic foot, auxiliary AI. Now this improves mining speed. Now this is extremely powerful. We'll take that as well. Now I think if we want to go any further with this, we're going to need a patch of heal root. You see, previously I had spent so much time and effort on, Psychoid. A very powerful plant indeed, for many reasons. But I think with this mod, it's just too good to be true. Gone are the days of hunting. Gone are the days of working. Let it be surgery. Let it be organization. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm gonna go ahead and, sew back on Edward's right ear. That's why we bought that. And there it is. Well, I hope you've learned about one of the most overpowered Rimworld strategies. It really is good. There's a lot more mods that do something quite similar. But I've actually got an infestation to deal with now. We'll just handle this the good old-fashioned way. And great. Really nice job. But let me know what you want to see next. We could make a cybernetic Superman. In fact, the more I think about it, the more alluring it sounds. But that's all for now. A major thanks to my patrons. They preserve my precious bodily fluids, and I'm very grateful. And thanks to viewers like you. I'm Ambiguous Amphibian. Until next time.